Where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming.
Welcome back to Delightfully Dysfunctional Therapist Reacts. I'm Kaylani, and today I'm reacting to NF The Search, continuing on in our NF journey. I have had so much fun on this journey. I've gotten to know all of you, and it has been such a joy. So thank you for staying along for the ride. And if you haven't yet done so, please like, subscribe, and share with someone who might be an NF fan. Now, without further ado, oh man, I'm losing my voice before we even started. Okay. Now, without further ado, I'm ready to begin The Search by NF.
Hey Nate, how's life? I don't know, it's alright. I've been dealing with some things like every human being and really didn't sleep much last night. I'm sorry, that's fine. I just think I need a little me time. I just think I need a little free time. Little break from the shows and the bus rides. Yeah, last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. Had to see a therapist and I found out something funny's going on up in my house. Yeah, started thinking maybe I should move out. You know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so much that just unfolded so quickly. So I'm picking up like he's feeling a little bit burnt out. I need a little me time, need a little free time, all the shows and bus rides. So his career is popping at this point because this was 5 years ago. Okay. And then it said last year I had a breakdown. Thoughts telling me I'm lost, getting too loud. So he had a breakdown. It was too much. He felt like it was too overwhelming. He went to see a therapist. And then this is where I wanted to pause. Yeah, I started thinking maybe I should move out, pack my cart, take a new route, clean up my yard, get the noose out. So move out meaning like he started thinking of ending his life. He started having some thoughts of suicide. Wow. Hang up my heart, let it air out. Wow. Okay. That's where we're at right now. Now, is this a time in his life that he was like very public about? This must be something he's been open about because now he's being open and he's saying that it happened. I just don't know the timeline of like, I guess when the songs were written, but, okay. So he was really struggling and he's being super honest here. Okay. I'm ready to hear more.
Should move out, you know, pack my car, take a new route. Clean up my yard, get the noose out. Hang up my heart, let it air out. I've been searching, what does that mean, Nate? I've been learning, grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Well, I brought a few with me, I'm not perfect. Looking at the view like this concerns me. Picking up the cues right, I'm quite nervous. Hate it when I lose sight, life gets blurry and things might hurt me. It's probably gonna be a long journey, but it's worth it though. Cold world out there, kids, grab your coats. Been a minute, I know, now I'm back to Rome. Looking for the antidote to crack the code. Pretty vivid, I admit it, I'm in classic mode. Don't need pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope. You see that? Been making.
Oh, I wanted to pause so many times. Oh, it's so good. Oh, some of the lines I really loved. Grabbing my keepsakes, leaving my burdens. Delightfully dysfunctional to me now means more about the delightful dysfunction we all grow up with. Like it's has a mix of both going on for most people. And how do we hang on to some of these bright moments and also not let the dark times or the dysfunctional times swallow us up? How do we kind of process all of that? And I hope that he's found some clarity in therapy. It sounds like he did. So I hope he had a good therapist. And how that can really shape the view and the perspective that we have. So I think that's really interesting. And then I love that he's saying like the journey is worth it. Like unpacking those burdens, making sense of your past and your childhood, knowing how to have more clarity moving forward, like it's worth it. I love that because I know it scares so many people. Some people are just completely unaware and kind of on autopilot. And then I think there's a lot of people that feel very intimidated by the idea of healing and growth. And I think more people need to be able to say like, oh, it's so worth it. That's definitely what I have felt. And there are growing pains, just like any growth. But it does feel so good to feel like you have a sense of yourself, to feel like you are living within your values and have integrity in the way that you act. You have healthy boundaries. All those things take a lot of work. And this is what some of that work looks like. This is the working phase that he's sharing with us. I'm ready for more.
Only pity given to me, but I can't condone. Talking down to me, I'ma have to crack your nose for cracking jokes. I'm looking for the map to hope, you see that? Been making a whole lot of changes. Wrote a song about that, you should play it. I get scared when I walk on these stages. I look at the crowd and see so many faces. Yeah, that's when I start to get anxious. That's when my thoughts can be dangerous. That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred. Forget what I'm saying and where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the fame, it upon my stomach. Throw it back up like I don't want it. Wipe my face, clean up my vomit. OCD trying to push my buttons. I said don't touch it, now y'all done it. I can be critical, never typical. Intricate with every syllable, I'm a criminal. Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave you deep in thought.
Okay. It was a lot, and then my finger was hovering over it, but I'm going to take the pause so I can digest this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I think that it's so cool. That's like noticing when anxiety starts kicking in and the thoughts can start being dangerous. I think that's really important. We have to be aware of our thoughts, and we can be so hard on some of our growth when we're like, I noticed myself having this thought, but why couldn't I get out of it? And just being able to notice is a step. If there've been so many times that you've fallen into that trap and you haven't gotten out, being able to just notice or pay attention to your emotions in a different way, those are huge steps that you should give yourself credit for. I just say that because sometimes on our path towards growth, we're not able to really look back and notice some of the things that we've done that have actually improved. So give yourself some credit there. And that was really cute. Like, where'd the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in. I just thought that was really I like that part of the song. I thought it was cute. It's interesting, like, even though he's experiencing fame and success, and that's included in the song, he's also talking about, like, the OCD is still there. Like, having so often when someone has all the things that they thought they needed to be happy, it's not really what they needed to be happy. So if you're still plagued and your mental health isn't in a healthy place, and if you're not thriving and feeling good about yourself, there's some concerns here. So I think that's really interesting that he's noticing, these OCD habits are still very there and very present and still kind of feeling controlled. And then, he says, I can be critical, never typical. And they go intricate with every syllable and everything, but like the critical piece there is even making me wonder if this, like, are you self-critical? Is this being critical with yourself? Oftentimes, even I feel people who are critical of others tend to actually be quite critical of themselves. It's kind of a projection of a certain standard that they have for themselves, and then they project that onto others, sometimes even more so. So really, we want to try to foster understanding for ourselves and others. That's what I think is so important, and such a piece that I try to infuse with all of my clients as a very helpful tool. Okay, right. I'm ready for more now. Sometimes I have to, like, come back up for air. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, okay, go back to the deep end.
Intimate but never political, pretty visual. Even if you hate it, I make you feel like you're in it though. You call me what you want, but never call me forgettable. Leave you deep in thought, I can never swim. swimming in kiddie pool. Waited, I've been thinking the cinematic is beautiful. Man, I don't know if I'm making movies or music videos. Yeah, the sales can rise, doesn't mean much though when your health declines. See, we've all got something that we trapped inside that we try to suffocate, you know, hoping it dies. Try to hold it underwater, but it always survives. And it comes up out of nowhere like an evil surprise. Then it hovers over you to tell you millions of lies. You don't relate to that? Must not be as crazy as I'm. The point I'm making is the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in a powerful way. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just hang with me, this'll only take a moment, okay? Just think about it for a second. If you look at your face every day when you get up and think you'll never be great, you'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always find a way to cut you up and murder your faith. I've been developing, take a look at the benefits. Nothing to meddle with, I can never be delicate. My even relevant, that depends how you measure it. Take a measurement to back it up and give me the evidence. Pretty evident, dependable, can never be tentative. I'm a gentleman, depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant, but not afraid to tell you to get it. Grip proper etiquette, I keep it to myself when I celebrate. It's that time again. Better grab your balloons and invite your friends. Seat belts back on, yeah, strap them in. Look at me, everybody, I'm smiling big. On a road right now that I can't predict. Tell me tone that down, but I can't resist. Y'all know that sound, better raise your fist. The search begins, I'm back, so enjoy the trip.
I think there's more. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh man, I'm gonna need you guys to help me interpret the music video. So he was the only one wearing all black. There's these black balloons on the shopping cart. And then there's these people dressed in all white uniforms, just kind of like ghosting around. And then at the end, he crawls into the cart in the fetal position, and then they drop off his uniform. What does that mean? I know you came to me for a reaction, but I can only give you what is making sense to me, and then I need your help. I'd love to know I'm sure that there's such a cool, deep, probably psychological reason that I'm missing, but I don't claim to be perfect. Like going back to the lyrics, though, I mean, he's making that point that I have just talked about, like the sales can rise, but that doesn't mean much when your health declines. And this seems to be something that he has been up against and had to navigate, like whether that was mental health or physical health. Oftentimes the two are intertwined. And how do we make decisions that are good for us? Instead of kind of leaning into the ego or leaning into the pressure that we're feeling, how do we really sit with and make decisions that are good for us? I think there's a lot of that is kind of coming up in this song for me. How do we navigate that? He's talking about like proper etiquette too. And that's really interesting in this part at the end of the song here. I'm a gentleman depending on if I think you're genuine. Pretty elegant. Okay. I mean, I think when you're in this industry that they're in, it just tries to eat you up and take everything. So to like save enough of yourself for yourself, your life, your family and friends really means setting a boundary. And there's some of that here too. I think, wanting to go with the flow, or sometimes have like a more people pleasing attitude when you're learning something makes sense. But perhaps now it's like, no, I need to set a line. I need to set a boundary. Wow. I would love to know everyone else's interpretations. I really feel like an artist, even though they might have a meaning and a purpose to the song, they're very open to what others are interpreting. And that's kind of the beauty of using songs, whether in therapy or for your own healing journey on your own. That's why I enjoy being a part and having this community where we can all feel more compassion towards one another, more understanding, more curiosity. So if you are a part of that delightfully human family, thank you so much for joining us. And if you have yet to join, please subscribe, and it would just mean the world to us. We are just two people with full-time jobs and families, but this is our little passion project, and it's so much fun. So thank you. And if you haven't yet done so, check out CoachKaylani.com. There are a couple freebies I have available for you, as well as an opportunity for a discovery call where we could navigate whether or not we might work well together. I'm a psychotherapist and a life coach, so be sure to check that out if you are interested. And that's all I got for you. So check out our other videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.